EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Atlanta. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Monkey down, ready. Back 25. Check 52. Hey, 59, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Teddy Blue 80, like 25. Walk 54, walk 54. Hey,
on 1st down, Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
22.
Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and Everson Griffin.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
You don't own it. Hey, switch gears. 20.
Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Who down the field and score on the opening drive. A 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
6-0 our score after 1. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Shift. Joker. Wait.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, this is Madison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we?
That's caught inside the 20. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 47 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. This is caught. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Cousins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson, the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
39. Go, go. Switch on travel.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. To throw again is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 81 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They run, Devontae Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Switch.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Ryan to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 38 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished up. Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going back to you.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. They run it again with Cook. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Check, check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check, check, check. 21. 54.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action now. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy, 31 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
61, matchbox right.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, Brown, ready, right 25. 54, no gain on this shit.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give them a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Breeze now. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Ready? You ready?
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On play action, now Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On 1st down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That was 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, Harris. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves of the... And got his man complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Pass the 20. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Right there, 56. Hey, here we go.
Now it's Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they are going for it. Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Give me that. Give me that ball. Hey, dude. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well, as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Kill.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And Josh Hill has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1.
Ready? 5'9". Get that quarterback. Check 15. You're good, you're good. I'm forward, ready.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. You ready? Easy, opposite.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Right there, 54 miles. Let's put him on the buses.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And another negative play there as they stop him again. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And it's caught by Herndon. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Darnold now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there. 54 miles.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's a short kick. Taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming. We got him waiting. Check 37. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 9 there on the dump off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? 5-9. 57. Watch the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to
What's that?
it. Wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on 2nd. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Powerful running, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
95-56, 95-56.
The Saints take over 1st and 10
Check 43.
at the 29-yard line.
25, check 25. 5-9.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He's checking. We go 21.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You got tight right there.
Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Inside. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. And oh, look Look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up second down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing. Selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels. Break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On first down, Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Darnold from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Bravo.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Bell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So a nice chunk play running the football followed by that going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it because when you've got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mike outside. Mike spot 4. Bring it. Bring it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Andrew. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.